This is Solo P1. Welcome to the final whistle. Arsenal versus Liverpool. Final whistle. We've got special guests with us today. We've got Anfield Uncle Raz, which I'm going to bring in a minute. But before I bring him in, I want you guys to smash the like button and, support the channel. But before I start talking about bringing in the guys, I just want to have my say first before I start bringing him in. This is my tune. Uncle Raz likes his tune as well. Big up, man. Anyway, before I start bringing the guys in, I just want to have a little talk before I bring them in. I think today, Liverpool, I think we should have done better today. I thought the game was there for the taking. And all we need to do, we need to look in the mirror as a team and ask ourselves, why didn't we finish off Arsenal today? We should have finished Arsenal off today, and we never. They were there for the taking. They had the injuries, Gabriel, Saka, Saliba. They weren't even playing in the last 25 minutes. We should have pushed forward and win this game and put some daylight in between Liverpool and Arsenal, but we never. We took the draw, and then we got a move, and that's it. I am pissed off that we didn't win this game today. I'm pissed. But that's it. I'm going to bring in my partner in crime. This guy's going to be the host, by the way. Partner of the channel, TOTO Hammer. How's it going, bro?
Yeah, it's going well, man. It's going well.
You can host it from now, right? Go
yeah, it's big up, man. Thanks for letting me host it again. How I'm feeling good, man. Feeling good. Not, I wouldn't say like good, but of course the Formula One did cheer me up a bit.
Yeah.
That gave a good result. But yeah, half an up and down day today. But yeah, mad about the result. I just still think that Liverpool had something in there. They had still something left, but then we sat up for a draw. I don't know why we done that, but look, end of the day, that's in my opinion anyway. All good from my end. So we're gonna welcome in Uncle Rods, man. So welcome.
Hey.
There you go.
What's going on, people? You good?
Yeah.
Good, man.
Yeah, I know. It's one of those things where you think to yourself, oh, fucking hell, we should have played a lot more better than what we did today. I think. Listen, this is what you're gonna get with Scott. I mean, I've mentioned this long time before about Arne Slot. I just don't think he's got the nous today to get us what we want. I've said this long time. You know what I mean? If you think I'm talking bullshit, click me up from what I said before he even come to this country. Click me up. You know what I mean? Today was a shit show. The midfield was non-existent. You know what I mean? They were literally playing through our midfield. I know we're going to get onto it later, but literally playing through midfield. Robertson looked diabolical, but yet he stayed on for about 60 odd minutes. He stayed on the pitch. You know what I mean? It was a shit show. Do you know what I mean? And when you had chances at Nick to finish them off, you didn't. You went one goal down. You started to play, and then when you got that goal back, you just sat back again. You just went back to your old self. You know what I mean? Yeah. They scored. Moreno scored. Moreno, that's his name. And you realise he's a Newcastle reject. You know that, don't you?
Who?
Moreno, that guy scored today.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah.
The Newcastle reject, blood. Imagine you have a Newcastle reject scoring against you, right? They scored against us, and then we started to play again, and we finally got that goal. Yeah. Then we went back again to not playing, just pleased with a point. I mean, it's not good enough.
Well,
I said it before in the day, right? Slot is not the guy. I hate to sound like I'm blaming him. No, I'm not. I'm just saying that day he's not that guy. He's not that guy. He hasn't got that experience at the day to take us where we want to be taken. He hasn't got the experience at the day that Liverpool Football Club crave and need and should have. He just hasn't got it. He might go on and win the next couple of games in the league, right? Might go and do that, mate. Win the next couple of games, but he's gonna come up against a game on the day. Like my mate from Nottingham Forest fan, he said the problem is with Liverpool, how you play Liverpool, right? You just get into their face, just get in their face and that, right? Yeah, and they don't like it, especially now on the day that Slot's here, because when it was Klopp, right? You know what I mean? You couldn't do that really because you know Klopp and they will get around that press. You know what I mean? He would do it. He would get around it and think like you can't boil him off like that. Yeah. Well, Slot now and the thing, it seems like all you have to do is just literally get into the players' faces and you get a result. That's Nottingham Forest did that when they came to Anfield. Nottingham Forest got in our faces, mate.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And look what happened today. Look what happened today with Arsenal. They was pressing the hell out of us.
I know.
You know what I mean? It's just ridiculous. It's really.
I
couldn't believe what I was watching.
Yeah, I echo that, man.
Oh yeah. I think I probably partly agree with Rod there. I think I do agree with Rod. I think he's not Premier League ready. Gotta say he's not Premier League ready. But I don't think we should go. I know none of you said this, but I don't think Liverpool fans should go as far as saying we should sack him. I think we should stick with him because he's not ready. He's probably not fully ready for the Premier League. It's his first time in the league. He's come from the Dutch league, and I think he's had a decent run. I think he's only lost once, which we should have won the Nottingham Forest game again. Nottingham Forest did play well, and of course, I just think honestly had a good run. He's had a good run. He only lost once so far this season. Again, this Arsenal game today, I think we should have won. Liverpool still had something left, but he decided to settle for a draw, which I didn't like. For starters, so I think Arne Slot, he's having a good run. We should have won this game today. But I think we should. I think we should still stick to, in my opinion, because I don't want to be a Chelsea club that, just changes managers every single. How much managers have Chelsea had? Went from Graham Potter.
I know.
How many managers they've had. So, Arne Slot maybe not Premier League ready, and let's face it, this is his first big game. Of course, he had the United game, which is big. We had the Chelsea game, which is a big game, but this is the proper test. There were missing players, and we couldn't pull out the bag. I just think that we shouldn't have set up for a draw. We should have went all out because we had the capability. We had the capability to score because honestly, we had the capability to score, but he decided to go for a draw, and now we've just lost our top of the league. We could have been top of the league. We could have been 7 points ahead of Arsenal. Could have been more points ahead of Arsenal. We could have been a point ahead of City. But again, he blew it by playing for a draw. So again, you could, like Rod said, he's not Premier League ready, and I agree with that. He's not Premier League ready, but I still think we should stick with him. At this point, that's in my opinion.
You know what it is, though. Do you know what it is as well? I think, if that's the case, he's not Premier League ready. Why is he at our club?
Yeah.
Why is he at our club? Because you got to think about this. Liverpool's our club at the day. We've won multiple amounts of championships. Right? Let's say English League titles. We won a lot. You know what I mean? Yeah. Our last one coming a couple of years ago. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So if this guy is not Premiership ready, I can't see why he's at the club. And this is the point I'm trying to make at the day, right? Is that we're not going to get what we want having a person at the day like Slot at the club. You know what I mean? I don't want to be like Chelsea. No, I don't want to be like Chelsea. And we don't have to be. We just have to get in the right manager. And there was right managers out there that we could have got in. You know what I mean? We could have got in the Amron in the day that was sort of like, would have set us right. For Amron, if it's Amron in the day, it would have been different because at the day, right, when Sporting Lisbon came up against Arsenal in the Europa Cup, they gave Arsenal a footballing lesson. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, it's all about sort of like the caliber at the day of like head coach or manager, whatever you want to call it. It's all about that. Even at today now, right? today, if Klopp was there today, right? Yeah, Klopp will be walking away with 3 points.
He would have.
You know what I mean? But
With that team that Arsenal put out today, he would have.
Yeah, would have. But yet at the day, we got. This is the frustrating thing about it, Toto. Yet at the day, we got a manager at the day. You know, by everybody's word at the day, he's not Premiership sort of like not Premiership material. You know what I mean? There's no way he should be at the club if that's the case. Another thing is, why is it in the day that we have to give these people time again? You know what I mean? We literally in the day, right? Yeah, gone back to the drawing board. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, we've gone back to the drawing board at the day with sort of like, you know, the managers and this and that. You know what I mean? Giving them that this 5-year plan and blah blah this and all that. Now, who's to say at the day, right, that we don't lose against Brighton next week when we go to the Amex Stadium?
Oh, we got the Carabao Cup first, isn't it? Carabao for Wednesday,
Carabao Cup, and then they come to sort. No, it's the league first, then the Carabao Cup. I'm sure it is.
No, it's
the Carabao Cup first on Tuesday. Carabao.
This Tuesday coming?
Think so.
Oh, right. So then Saturday, yeah. Who's to say we don't lose in the league at the day when we go to?
I think we'll beat Brighton at Anfield.
I think we could beat Brighton at Anfield. But going down to the Amex, it's going to be different.
Yeah, but they've beaten us before Anfield. This is what I'm saying. And beaten us well at Anfield, 3-0. They've done it before. So
if we lose against Brighton next week, I think I don't know what day we're playing, Saturday or Sunday. If we lose against Brighton, that's good. I'm glad it's on Saturday because Formula One's on Sunday, so that's good. If we lose on Saturday, yeah, we ain't gonna win nothing. If we can't beat it, we'll be out of it.
That's what I'm saying. So what we've done at the day, if you think about it, what we literally done, we've gone from having a manager at the day that can win us everything, yeah, right, and had us in four sort of like titles that day up until the last day of the season, last kick. Then had us in 4 titles, yeah, right, title run, 4 title run. Nobody's ever done that title run like that, you know. Nobody's ever done that, right? So they had gone for the manager that can do that. For the manager at the day, that's not Premiership proven. Doesn't really know anything about the Premiership.
Yeah, it's all right, dude. I know what you're saying. What you're saying is, Rods, that it's all right winning the games now, but when it gets to like February and March, when the pressure starts coming on, as you got it in him to take us that extra step. Because at the beginning of the season, that's easy for you. You get the manager bouncing it, you come in, you got the players already. He's like Paisley. Nowhere near Paisley's caliber, but he's like Paisley. Klopp was Shankly. Klopp built the foundation of the club, got the players in, got us where we was, and now he's coming as Paisley and he's kind of taking over. But the only thing with Slot, he hasn't got the caliber of Paisley. But he could. I'm not saying he's going to be the guy, but I want to see how he's going to react when we get to February and March. That's when you can see what the manager's got then. You know, when the pressure moments are coming in, especially if we're running Man City close and we've got to win them key games, then you'll see if he's a good manager. Not at the beginning of the season. It's still kind of early, but look, for me, this is our test, isn't it?
This is what I'm saying today. Like every game, not just this game today. After every game was a test. Every game was a test. You got those Arsenal chumps in the day, right? Running their mouth and everything. So this is a big test for you. We test you. Every game was a test.
I saw you the other day.
Every game that we played from the start of the season and with Ipswich, Brentford, and the day, right, was a test because we had a new manager. We didn't know what we was going to get.
Yeah, I'm on about a test where someone can hit back.
You know what I mean?
You know, Arsenal could have hit back and they hit back at us.
Yeah, but Brentford could have done that. Brentford could have hit back at us. Sort of like bloody Ipswich could have hit back at us. Look at Nottingham Forest. Nottingham Forest hit back at us and we lost 1-0 at home. Do you know what I mean? So every game, to me, at the day, was a test. It was going to be a test. But the fact at the day is this at the day, right? I don't want to go back in time. I don't want to sort of like go back, you know, because basically in the day, we've gone through managers at the day where we said at the day, sort of like, give him time, see what he does in the fair, and then it ends up as a nightmare. Brendan Rodgers, Benitez, you know what I mean? And all the sort of players, man's like that. Finally get a manager at the day that knows, gets it. You finally get a man that gets it. Klopp. Right, but that still wasn't good enough for FSG. They messed him about so much.
And never gave him what he wanted, man.
Never gave what he wanted, and he left it. Now what we've got in the day, we've got a manager. This is what I'm trying to say. Rams was on that sort of like Rams at the day was on sort of like coverage at the day, and said he wasn't impressed at the day with Scotland. What he did, he done his research on Slot and found out he's an amazing manager. The big manager. I think so. Which part? What's he done?
Yeah, well, he's an amazing manager in the Dutch league, and the Dutch league's not really on the caliber of Premier League, and it's a different league, I know.
You know what it is today? You got like all different leagues. Like you got the French league, Portuguese league, Italian league, German league, and that, right? Yeah, you got to think about it. Also, the Dutch league comes at the bottom. What?
Yeah, I know.
Get all that out of the way and think that, right? Get all that out of the way. Today and day was a chance at the day to prove at the day that like you got some balls and you're like this person today that we should really rely on. Do you know what I mean? And you fluffed it when you think about it. And what I'm trying to say is, who's to say at the end of the day, the next 2 games or next 3 games that we're playing? Remember, we've got Villa in the mix as well. We've got Man City in the mix as well, right? Who's to say at the end of the day that we win any of those little games? Now, what is it today? We don't win any of those sort of games at the day, right? Right? What happens at the day, right? We got a bit behind Arsenal. Do you know what I mean?
Look weak at the back, you know, Rod. I know what you're saying, yeah, but doesn't this go? I know what you're saying about and you are. I totally agree with you, but don't you think it should go back to the recruitment system as well? That they should have brought more. We all knew that we needed. We all knew that we needed a left back what could play left centre back. We all knew this, and I didn't buy it. We went in for Zubomendi. He didn't want to come to us for some reason. He didn't want to leave his house. Didn't want to leave his hometown. And what did we do? Forget it. We're going to wait for someone else. What they should have done, they should have won out. There should be at least 3 options. You don't get your first option, you go and get another one. We all knew that we needed upgrade. And what did we do? Went out and brought Chiesa, which I was happy about. We got him for cheap. But Chiesa, he's not fit. Yeah. He can't get up to fitness with the Premier League. He's having problem. He's struggling with the Premier League because he didn't have a pre-season with his Juventus. He didn't have one with the Premier League. I mean, with Liverpool. So we might not see him till the end of November. So I think it's time. People saying about Edwards and all that. Yeah, they should have went out and got more players. There should have been more than one option to bring in. If we don't get Zubomendi, there's another one. There's another option. But we never. We just left ourselves short again. And this is Liverpool's problem.
I still can't believe FSG is still there. I'm all.
The Saudis want to buy us. That's what I heard.
Yeah, I'll be glad if the Saudis buy us. I don't care all money or what. I just want good players. I want players.
They will spend. They will spend.
Depth. I want depth. I just want depth in our club because we've got no depth whatsoever, right? Yeah. Most of our bench are predominantly defenders. Like most of our bench is predominantly defenders. Like Nunes had a great game today, in my opinion. Nunes had a great game. Wears heart in his sleeve. Got the assist. Got us back into the game. Got us the equaliser. That was all Nunes from that right wing. Of course, it started from Trent, but Nunes made that quick run. And this squared after Salah. It was a good assist, right? But Nunes was getting tired. Nunes could get tired. We had no strikers to bring on today. Gakpo's not a striker, in my opinion. He's a winger. Winger all day long. So we brought Gakpo on that left wing, we saw different. Diaz just returned to the old Diaz.
That's what I said to Rod.
No pass.
I saw,
What was the need? What was the need to go past the third player? Of course, if you're in that position, right, it's hard to find an angle. But he was greedy today, in my opinion. He was greedy today when he down that left flank. Of course, that's what Diaz is. That's what Diaz is. He's always, he wants to take on players, and that's his South American flair. He wants to take on players. It's natural for him to do that. But I just can't believe our bench is predominant defenders. We've got no strikers to put, and Jota's injured. That's what I mean. This is what I mean about injuries. Jota's injured. Kieza's injured. Chiesa can play anywhere at the front. He can play left wing.
Kieza's not injured. He's just not fit.
Yeah, I know he's not. He's not fit, right? But
Like,
if
you
he
know,
was
up to
fit-
fitness for the Premier League.
if he was fit. He could play anywhere at the front, and we haven't got him. Right? We should have brought more. We only brought one player, and that player's a good player. Chiesa can play anywhere. He can play wing 10, and he can play number 9. He can play anywhere, right? But we haven't brought enough. It's simple. We've got all defenders, right, on our bench. We've got Joao Quansah, Endo, Gomez.
Yeah, all defensive players.
We've got defensive-minded players on our bench. And how are we going to win the league like that?
We're not winning no league.
If Nunes gets tired, who are we going to bring on for Nunes? Jota's injured. There you go. Injuries piling up. If Diaz comes on, we bring on Gakpo. Fair enough, right? Why didn't Salah come off today earlier? Because Salah to me didn't have a good game today.
I thought Salah was okay.
He was all. I don't think he had a good game. You know, he scored 1, which is a good finish, and he got us back into the game. Fair play to him, right? Not anyone can finish that from that angle, but Salah, as a world-class player he is, he should be finishing that. So we got us back into the game, him and Nunes and Trent got involved as well, right? But it seems like we've got no depth in our squad. We've got no depth in terms of forwards. We've got depth in terms of defensive-minded players. Gomez is good. Play anywhere at the back. Endo's a good player. I think Endo's a good player, in my opinion. I think he comes on. He could sweep the mess up. He's good for seeing out a game. Endo's good for seeing out a game, right? Because he don't care if he gets a yellow or a warning. He don't care. It's good for seeing out a game, right? But in terms of forwards, say if Curtis Jones, what we do started Jones in the 10.
Exactly.
That's what Rod said. That's what Rod said before we come on here.
Jones is a centre mid or a DM. That's his 92 positions. I ain't saw him play 10 2 times. I ain't saw him play 10 for Liverpool. He'd always either played in the 8 or the DM role. So for me, I think he plays better as the 6 and the 8, right? But I think honestly, I thought that Jones was good going forward in his 8 role. So that means he could play the 10. It didn't work that way. No way Jones can play the 10. He played terrible today, Jones, compared to your performances.
Let me show you something. Let me show you something. Yeah, quick. Yeah. Right. This is our bench. Yeah. Tsimikas, defender. Szoboszlai, midfielder. Gakpo, attacker, but he's a winger, isn't it?
Yeah.
Endo, defensive minded again. Yeah. Davis, goalkeeper. Garrod, goalkeeper. Quansah, defender. Gomez, the defender. And Morton is a midfielder. But I think he's more on the defensive side.
Yeah,
we had more offensive, defensive options on the bench, than what we had attackers. Because
2 goalkeepers.
All we got really as attackers is Gakpo and Szoboszlai. Really, that's your attackers. Gakpo and Szoboszlai, and
Salah. Salah's attacker, isn't he?
No, but
he's got to be on the bench.
we're talking on a bench.
Oh, you're in the bench. Okay. Yeah.
All we had as attackers is Gakpo and Szoboszlai. The rest are either defenders or defensive minded. That's all we had. You know what I mean? Yeah. Morton at the end of the day, right? He's a youth at the end of the day. They took from they got from the academy, and this guy Morton, Tyler Morton. Remember, he was going to get sold. You know.
Well, no,
it's only because the sale didn't go through that he's come back to the squad. He was going to get sold. Yeah. So we got a player at the end of the day, right? Which you don't really rate. Yeah. You don't really rate. Yeah, but he's in your squad and everything like that, right? Tell me at the end of the day, on that bench at the end of the day, right? Who can really change that game? Once I read, who can really change that game?
No,
I think, in my opinion, you can actually change the game. If Gakpo can change the game.
Gakpo. Gakpo.
When Gakpo came on,
Gakpo would have started for me.
He could. Szoboszlai I don't think didn't make a big impact. I know what I was talking about. You want players that come off the bench make a big impact. Like when we had Jota available and Nunes came off on the bench, right? He was good when Nunes come on, impact straight away. You want impact players, and that's what the bench is for. We want players to come on and make a change. If Szoboszlai's not playing well, we want a 10 to come on. But who actually got as a 10? We had to play Jones in the 10 today.
There's nobody there. There's nobody there really. There's nobody there really on that bench that they can change the game. Because more time at the day, you're gonna put sort of like, you're gonna put Gapper down the left wing at the day, right? And that's not really gonna change the game for you. Not hugely anyway. There's nobody there on there to change the game. Big bad Liverpool. That's one of the whole of the things in the front, and we got nobody on the bench. Our bench is weak. And that's disgusting. So
I said this from the beginning, Rods, at the depth we ain't got no depth.
no depth.
I got told I was negative as well.
Yeah, no,
It is what it is. They can call me negative all the once, but
Yeah,
when the reality kicks in, Rods.
yeah,
See them people that said that were negative. At the end of the season, I know all of them, right? On
yeah,
Twitter.
all of them.
When we get broke up at the end of the season, and we get injuries, you know what I'm going to say to him? I thought you said I was negative.
Yeah, exactly.
I thought you said I was negative.
Come forward, because you got to think about it in the day, right? I'm not just blaming Klopp, It's not, I'm blaming FSG in the day, right? I'm blaming FSG. That's why when people going around,
100.
that's why I always say it. And don't expect them to buy anybody in sort of like in January. I know they're gonna fill us with the BS and say it and that we're gonna get to Mendy and this and that. That's not happening. We're not getting anybody. Listen and they're gonna get to the end of this. You're gonna get to the end of the season, see where we are at the end of the season. Yeah, right. Yeah, and if we by the grace of God, we're still in the top 4 and everything. That's fine. They're not gonna buy anybody.
That's all they care about.
That's all they care about, because at the end of the day,
top 4.
money comes in.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
I just think. Sorry to cut you. I just think, right, that there's Liverpool fans that all of a sudden in the Liverpool community that stop talking about FSG. Everything's quiet. I remember us three did videos back in the day with when we did FSG videos and FSG out and all that, right? Everyone was talking about it, but all of a sudden it's gone quiet ever since.
Because the season started there, that's why. He'll come back in January. You'll see.
A good run, right? It's like we have. Oh yeah, if we have a good run, that just gives people to stay quiet about FSG. See, I'm never going to stay quiet about FSG. I gotta admit, I did for a couple of weeks, right? I shouldn't have. I regretted it, right? I would never ever stay quiet about FSG. Because FSG deserve the criticism. They deserve the criticism. They want to keep all the money for themselves. They are selfish owners, right? And I think there was like rumors that they want to own a NFL team, American football, or NBA.
Let them go and be what they're
going
to
be. Own an NBA team. You go NBA. You go own an NBA team. Stay away from Liverpool. We don't want.
Get out of my club. Get out. I want them out my club, man.
On the room in the fridge.
Go own an NBA team, right? Because they're not good enough for Liverpool. They won't give us the money. We won. We got the money from Matty. No, Matty went on a free.
We ain't spend nothing. What about the Casado money? What happened to that?
We had so much money from transfers, and how come we didn't utilize it? Because FSG probably takes half of it.
No, but you know what they did, Toto? You know what they did?
What?
They went out and spent 30 million on a goalkeeper that we don't even need.
No.
This is the moronic thing about it. This is the moron thing about it. We went and brought a goalkeeper that we don't need, and we spent 30 million on. We could have took that 30 million and bought a midfielder.
Yeah.
We could have bought.
But what happened to the Casado money? Remember that Casado money? That 100. How much did we bought him for? 100 million. What happened to that? We had spent nothing. They can see that the club is hemorrhaging. Yeah, we're hemorrhaging our club. Yeah. The slow bleeding has started now. It started from now. This is what happens. The only good thing in our favour at the moment in the league, Arsenal's 4 points behind us, and Arsenal's got a couple of tricky games coming up. They got Newcastle away next week, which is going to be a tough game for them because I don't think Gabriel's playing. Because I've just looked on the website, I think Gabriel's not going to be playing. Saliba's not playing. Partey's not playing. So that is a weak side that I think Newcastle might get even a point out of it. Then after that, they got Inter Milan in the Champions League, and not long after that, which I think Arsenal's going to get broke up, is against Chelsea at the Bridge.
I think Chelsea.
I think Chelsea's going to beat them. So I think at the moment, it's still salvageable. what we've got to do is just like Rod said, we've got to take game by game and we'll see what we can do against Brighton and move from there. But we must beat City. A draw's not good enough. We have to beat Man City at Anfield. That's it. A draw's not good enough. We need 3 points. If we want to have a chance of getting in that, the latter part of the like top 2, whatever, we need to beat Man City. And that's all I got to say, man. The chat said something.
I got the list of the fixtures here, right?
There you go.
And
chat there.
We've got tough fixtures. Let me read the chat first. Why did he foul the man that led to Mourinho's goal? Looks like he's going back to his old self. Who's that about again?
How did he foul their man that led to Mourinho's goal? I don't know what he's on about. How did
explain that what you meant by that message? Explain the message.
Oh, Diaz is on about Diaz.
Yeah. Exactly what I said.
I would have started Gatbo. I would have.
Yeah. Well, look, I got the fixtures coming up, and we've got some half fixtures. We've got Brighton back to back, and
got you.
That's not going to be hard. We've got Leverkusen, which is another good team. We've got Villa, which hopefully I can get to that game. We've got Villa. Then we've got Southampton, which I know it's at Southampton, but I think I'm pretty confident with that. Again, every single Premier League game every single game is going to be a test for Slot. And look at these fixtures now. We've got Real Madrid and City. Look, we know Real Madrid lost to Barca, right? But I know it's at Anfield, but it's still going to be a tough game. We've got Real Madrid, and after that we've got City. Now they're the 2 fixtures that are going to be key. I think the fixture going to be key is that Villa game we've got to get through. We've got to get through that Villa game, and we've got to go through Real Madrid and City. That's going to be our hardest 2 games.
I think we're going to beat Real Madrid.
Anfield, yes, I think we can beat Real Madrid, but it's still going to be.
Did you see him the other day against Barcelona? Yeah, Barcelona just locked them up. Did you see that?
Yeah,
Lil beat them.
That's what I think we're going to beat Real Madrid. I think Liverpool's going to win.
I think we can get far with Real Madrid, because Real Madrid at the moment is not playing as a team. They've got too many stars. They got Mbappe, who's not
too many cooks in the kitchen.
There's too many stars. It's the same problem with PSG. They had Messi, Neymar, and Mbappe, and they still couldn't pull it out. You know why? They don't play as a team.
Too many egos.
Best players in the world, but if they have no chemistry, they have no link, they have no style of play, you're not going to win the league that way.
Who's the best player? Who's the best player in the world? I don't think Mbappe is the best player in the world. No offense, Mbappe is a good player. He's a very good player, but I wouldn't say he's the best player in the world. I think that I think he gets overhyped sometimes. I do. I watched him in the Euros. And I wasn't impressed with him at all. He had so many chances at goal, and he just flopped it. You wouldn't have seen someone like Thierry Henry do that. You get me?
No.
People say he's the next Thierry. I think Thierry Henry's better than Mbappe. What do you think, Rod?
By far.
Yeah, I think Thierry Henry's better.
I mean, to be honest today, Mbappe's good, but
he's not that good as people say.
It's like, you know what it is? It's like the argument with Neymar. Everybody used to say that Neymar was such an amazing player, and this and that. I couldn't see it, to be honest.
You see, I thought I was going mad in. I think Neymar's a good player, but not the way the people was talking about him. That he was like the next Pele. You get me? He was.
Neymar. Do you think Neymar's on the level of Ronaldinho?
No.
What? You're crazy. You're crazy. Rod, say about Ronaldinho.
Sorry, good question.
Ronaldinho was he's just like an unknown entity. He's just like amazing.
Different. There's only one made ever. One made.
Yeah, he's just like, remember that goal he scored against Chelsea when he just wagged his foot in it? He wheeled his foot and
he made them look stupid.
Yeah, and then scooped to the back of the net. He's just like, he was like, he was one of the players. There's only a few players that's done this. He's one of the players at the day, right? That he got a standing ovation from the Real Madrid fans when they scored.
When he scored a goal, I think he got one as well. What's another good player that should have got a Ballon d'Or? That he was disrespected. He should at least won about 2 or 3 Ballon d'Ors. but it was during the hype of Messi and Ronaldo. For me, they got too many Ballon d'Ors. If you ask me, them two. There was a lot of good players around that time. Iniesta and Xavi. You got two great midfielders there that didn't get a Ballon d'Or, and they got robbed of a Ballon d'Or because it was kind of when Messi and Ronaldo was on their charge, and it's a shame because I thought Xavi was a brilliant player. But as for Ronaldinho, Neymar compared to Ronaldinho, no way. Neymar's a good player. He's a good player, but it's not Ronaldinho's. Nah, he was different. He was up there with R9, innit?
Yeah, if you look at Xavi, I even rate Xavi at the day more than I rate Neymar. Because Xavi at the day, Xavi was the, like, if you look at him, he was a complete midfielder.
Yeah, like Zidane.
Yeah, complete midfielder. He's just like, like Iniesta.
He's played FIFA, man.
Iniesta used to score a lot of goals, right? But nobody saw all that work at the day that Xavi used to do in order for Iniesta to score goals.
Score the goals.
Yeah.
He was the workhorse, I know.
He was the
workhorse. Remember Deco? Yeah. Deco was a bad man as well, isn't it? It's like the 2000s and that, 2010. See, the 2010, that era, the 2010 and 2000, I think that was one of the best eras of football. The 2010s.
He went to Fitting then, didn't he? He went to
Deco, man.
Went to Chelsea. Deco. He went to Chelsea.
Yeah, little Deco in it, little man in it, but he was a bad man. He could play ball, man.
Chelsea at one time. Yeah? I'm not really funny. They had a good team because they had
they always had good players, didn't they, Chelsea?
Yeah,
they always had a good team.
They bought that guy Belletti that used to play for Barcelona, and he's a right back. They bought him. Remember that Brazilian they had, Ramirez?
Yeah, Ramirez.
They had a decent team. The team that they got now is kind of similar to what they had like back then. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, they're going to cause some damage, ain't it, Rods?
Oh yeah, the next couple of years, you know what? If they can keep the same crop of players around, in the team, right? Don't add to it, don't sell, just keep the same crop.
Keep it the way it is. Yeah.
If they can keep the same manager, I think in about 2 seasons' time, they're going to do a madness.
I think they are. I think they're going to come back again, Chelsea.
Yeah.
I don't want them to, but obviously as a Liverpool fan, but you can just see it coming, innit? They got that team and something's happening there. Then maybe they'll take over Man City when Man City decline, maybe all the charges they get. But it is what it is, man. We're going to do this, the player lineup, and we're going to do it.
Play ratings, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
Share the screen.
Some people are getting some whatless ratings,
I'm telling you, Trent's one of them as well.
Now Trent wasn't too bad. Okay,
he's passing within nowhere, man.
I think not a whatless. I think like a 5 or a 4, but I wouldn't say a whatless because he did start that equalising goal, what led to Nunes' assist and then Salah scoring. So
you know what? Yeah, you know what, Toto? Yeah. I love that. Ever since I was a kid, ever since I was a little child, and my mum used to say that, you know what I mean? Like that word whatless. I've loved it ever since, Whatless is the word. You see,
waste, man.
You don't have to call a man you don't have to call a man like a waste man. You don't have to call him a cretin or a numbskull. Just call him whatless. That just seals
whatless is the bottom of the barrel.
Yeah, that's whatless. It seals it. If you say something, yo, whatless boy. Listen. Listen, that seals it though. They can't say nothing to you, blood. Whatless seals it, man. Whatless.
Toto's mixed race and all that, innit? He just light skin. He's mixed race, though.
Yeah. You know what Toto looks like tonight? You know when those 1970 rock stars when you said with the hair.
Oh my God. Oh yeah. I know what you're saying now. Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Hey, Bay City Rollers back in the day, yo, listen, my friend. I'm playing with them. We need to get some woman. Anyway, carry on.
So go on, Toto, you're doing it, Toto, because you're
Let's start then. Let's start with the keeper. What you guys give the keeper?
I thought he was all right today, you know.
Yeah. Go on. You can go first, Rod.
I thought he was all right. I think the 2 goals that they scored, I don't think he could have done anything about it. You know what I mean? Because I think what it was at the day, sort of like, for the first goal, I think he needed the help from sort of like Robson. Robertson should have nullified that threat that was there. Do you know what I mean? So I don't think he could have done anything about that. Then you had Moreno's goal, and that was something in the day that sort of like the defenders again should have had him marked up. He should have had a free header. Do you know what I mean? You know, so I can't really fault him that much, but he did obviously let in 2 goals. So mine will be a 7. I'll give him a 7.
I think he did well as well.
Yeah, I think even though he conceded 2 goals, but he was like calm, calm under pressure. Keller, he's always calm, and he just done what he could do. Yeah, the 2 goals at the score were good goals. The first one, not many people would have saved that first goal.
Yeah, it's quite funny, wasn't it?
There's nothing much he could have really done. So I'm going to give him a 7 as well. You said 7, Rod, didn't it?
I'll say 7 as well. I'll say 7.
So what's 7 on here? 7 is Wowish. I need to change that. I don't like that one. Wowish. Don't even make sense.
So
I'm gonna bring it. Sorry, it came off because I changed the screen, didn't I?
Oh yeah.
There you go. So yeah, he's gonna get a Wowish. He got that 7. So the next one, Trent.
We'll go Robert. No, we'll go Trent. We'll go Trent with this one. I'll start with this one. Trent for me, I wouldn't say Watless. I'll say 5. I'll say 5 for Trent. I know we should get lower, but I think he got us back into the game. You got to admit, he got us back into the game. Lots of his balls were questionable. They were questionable. But what saved that Watless rating is he got us back into the game, man. He assisted. He played Nunes through with that over the top ball, and then Nunes got his assist to Salah. And then Salah scored, obviously. So I'll say 5 for Trent. I think defending that sometimes was all right. I think, he did push back. He did push back Martinelli a lot of times. So, when Martinelli tried to, dazzle him up, he forced Martinelli to go back. Like I said, in my opinion, I think because I play defence, I think as a centre-back, you don't always need to make the tackle. I think you just need to stand your ground, and just make him go backwards. If you make him go backwards, you've done your job. And Trent did his job at some times, but I still say 5 because he did. What really, really hampered his rating is that lots of his long balls that he tried were so questionable.
Yeah.
They were going to Arsenal fans. Those good Arsenal fans. They were going to Arsenal players. They were going everywhere, absolutely everywhere. So I'd say 5 for Trent, and I think if it weren't for the question of long balls, I think he had an okay game. But his long balls and some of his shots were just all over the place today. So I'd say 5.
Yeah. I'd have to agree with that actually. Some of his passing, obviously some of his shooting, and they was like, what the hell he's doing? But obviously he did set up. No, it's true though, isn't it? He did
waste man.
He did set up that pass where sort of like
he was annoying.
Yeah, where he cut through, and obviously then Darwin is run onto it and set the goal. But that's probably the only best thing he's done all game. He's just a bit woeful. So I have to give him 5, because the goal.
I'll probably go. I'm going to get outvoted. I will go for 4. His passing was not up to his standards today at all, like you just mentioned, that you both mentioned. He done that beauty pass to set up for the second goal though. Because if it wasn't for that, I would have gave him a Watless. But because he set up that nice for the second goal, I'm going to give him a 4. But I know I'm outvoted, so it's going to be a 5, isn't it? Yeah. So I'll give him a 5. Where's Trent?
5. I'll say 5. I think his defending was okay, but them long balls were just questionable. But he did set up for the equaliser, so I'll say 5. Next player, we'll go with Kanate. He'd go 9 for me.
Yeah, I agree. I'm not gonna say
Warrior.
I'm not gonna say too much about it, but he was awesome. He was covering for Trent a lot of times and doing his own job. Yeah, 9 all day long.
Okay, I was like, yeah. I'd give Ibra a 10. I thought he was excellent today. Just like you mentioned just now, Rod, he covered Trent. He covered his own line. This is what I'm saying about Saliba and Konate, why Konate is a better defender. And for what Saliba does in Arsenal and what Konate does with Liverpool, Konate's job is a lot harder because he has to cover himself and Trent. And let's call it a book, yeah. 80% of the game, Konate is covering for Trent. Because when that ball kicks off, Trent's never there. He just traps back now and again, but Konate is doing two jobs. So I'll commend Konate, and this is why Konate, for me, is my favourite player, one of my favourite players. I'd say my favourite player in Liverpool is probably Konate. I know Virgil's a better defender, but I just love Konate. Yeah. And it's not me being biased. I thought he had an excellent game today. I'm going to give him a 10, in my opinion. So you gave him the 9. I gave him the 10. Should we just give him the 9.5? What do you reckon, guys?
Yeah, 9.5. Yeah, 9.5.
Did you see that part of the game where when he thought the guy done him? I don't know who it was. Who was the guy that done him, Toto? He done him, and then within a split second, Martinelli thought he done him, and then Bruce quickly switched around and slide tackle him. Yeah, you see how quick he did it? That was world class defending. Yeah. That was world class. So I'm going to give him that there. Konate is brilliant, just like Virgil was as well, like he always is. You got the king. There you go, King Konate. King. So the next one, so it's Virgil, isn't it?
Yeah. Virgil to me would be an 8.5 because he had a few passes that went wayward, but he did score a goal, so I would give him an 8.5. That's me.
I'd give him a 10. I'd give him a 9.5.
I'll say I'm pushing to get the 10, but we did concede a couple goals, but I don't think they were partly his fault.
No,
I think he scored. He got us back on the drawing board. Again, his goal went absolutely after that. When Arsenal scored straight after. But I still think Randa had a decent, solid game. Winning all his headers. No one beat him to the header tonight. Our two big centre backs, 6'4", 5. Got us out of the game. I think saved us a lot of times. Then when Arsenal was just pinging them long balls over the top, and then we're going into dangerous positions. But again, Konate and Virgil got us out. I say 9.5 for Virgil. I say same as Konate.
Yeah, I'm giving him a 9.5 as well. Well dominated in the air. Won most of his aerial battles. Got himself on the score sheet as well. Scored a goal. So and Virgil done his Virgil thing. It just makes it look easy. It makes a hard job look easy because he's that good. And he's not just the best defender in the world. He's one of the best players. He's one of the best players in the Premier League players. I'm not just going to segregate him to a defender. He's one of the best players in the Premier League player because he's a brilliant player.
I think Van Dijk can put a shift in DM, you know.
I think he could as well. His passing is phenomenal. Let me talk about his passing accuracy is phenomenal. His passing accuracy is up there with the best in the Premier League. Brilliantly. People say that Trent's a good passer. Van Dijk's passing goes under the radar because he's a centre back. Well, when you're a centre back, you have to know how to pass the ball.
And diagonal passing is just one of them.
He's brilliant. Yeah, I was about to say that his diagonal passes are absolutely amazing. So I'm going to give him a 9.5 as well. I think he's brilliant. So that's it then. Next one.
Yeah, next one. Robbo. I'm going to start with Robbo. I think had an okay game. I think first half.
2.
I think.
Damn!
The first
game,
start.
which part?
What I'm saying. I said like, okay. I mean, lower than average. Way lower than average. But I think Robertson had a bad first half. I think he got torn up by Saka a lot of times. Saka had him on toast. And I think that was prime Robbo. It was a completely different story. I won't be talking here saying because back in the day, Robbo had everyone on toast. Everyone on toast on the left-hand side. Age, if you take that many, you have that many battles, you have that many matches, it will take a toll on you. It will take a toll on you. So yeah, you can't fight age at the end of the day. Yeah, but I still think Robbo has a decent season. I think he's still a good player, but the more he gets played, and he's the kind of guy that he needs to be rested. Lots of rest. And we need to be resting him for big games. This is why I would have bought a left back maybe. This one we need to buy a left back in the summer, because I think Robertson should only be played in big games. He shouldn't be playing in those league cup games. He shouldn't be playing in those small games, like say Brighton or Southampton or Ipswich, something like that. He shouldn't be playing against those. He should be playing in big games. Big games where it matters. This game mattered today, Arsenal. This game mattered. We would have been points ahead of Arsenal. We would have been top of the league, still ahead of City. And City's ahead of us by 1 point, right? So City just replaced us in that top. Robertson, at this point of time, is a good player if he gets rested, right?
No, I don't know.
Because age will catch up with him. And today it showed he was a lack of pace in the first half. I think second half we did okay. I think he improved, definitely had a better second half. First half was horrendous, and that's where we looked weak. First half we looked really, really weak. Second half we came back. Because Gabriel went off and that, and their defense looked more leaky. We still never had full control of the game. We had a bit more control. We didn't have full control of the game. Saka and Arsenal were just targeting that left-hand side where Robbo was. So I say Robbo 4. I say 4 for Robbo.
Oh, well, for me, I echo some of it, most of it really, 90% of it, let's face it. He struggled to deal with Saka all the game. Most of the game when he was on the pitch. Saka it literally looked like he was playing with his food. I think we've lost words. I think he was playing with his food today. Saka wasn't even fit either. He wasn't even fully fit, and Robbo was struggling for pace. And he looked so leggy even in the first 10 minutes. He looked leggy. It's like he was playing 90 minutes already. And it's a shame. It's a shame at this point because look, Robbo for me in his prime, he was the best left back in the world. Every club wanted him. He was one of the best left backs in the world. That's his standards was there in his prime. and it's hard to say it now, but he's not there anymore. And like you said, you can rest him a couple of games and bring him on as you can bring him on. You can rest him. You can bring him on in a couple of games. You can bring him on here and there. But he has to be a bench player now. He can't be a main starter for Liverpool anymore. And it's a shame. Robbo, talk about Robbo now. He struggled. Okay. He looked leggy and Saka was like playing with his food. He was the food. And Saka was playing with his food. He was playing with his food. And it's a shame because, like I said, in his day, Robbo was probably one of the best left backs in the world. In his day.
Yeah.
He was amazing in his prime. But he's just not there anymore, and it's a shame. But I'm going to give him a 4 out of 10 as well. He can't get no more than that. He'd just be, he can't. I'm going to go with what you said, Toto, 4 out of 10.
He gets a 2 for me.
Whoa.
He gets a 2 for me.
He's in that bracket, isn't it?
Yeah, he was really poor. He was really poor today. It's hard for me to sort of like pick out any good bits that he done today. I mean, the reason why sort of McAllister's game and Luis Diaz's game got affected because they was covering for him. They couldn't do what they was doing because they had to cover for him. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, to help him. That's a double up on Saka, isn't it?
Yeah, they had to do that. Do you know what I mean? Causing McAllister to get a yellow card and shit like that. Do you know what I mean? So like, what happened as well is that when Tsimikas came on, you notice that the balance changed. The balance literally changed. You know what I mean? It was like more balanced now. Really. I think what I think should have happened in the day, right? There's one game in the day where it's sort of like
Gomez played at left back on the clock. He played at left back.
Yeah, and he
And
Saka in it.
he had Saka on toast.
That's what I
He had
said.
Saka on toast.
That's what I said to Toto. I said to Toto earlier. I said to him right on the message. I said they should have played Gomez, because I thought that's what they was going to do. Play Gomez because Gomez has got Saka's number, and now Saka's not fully fit as well. He would have locked him up. It would have been a different game.
Gomez,
I don't
understand why you don't play Gomez.
Liverpool. Honestly, he barely gets any game time.
Disrespected.
I can't
Do you know what
believe
it is?
you can
So
let.
Yeah,
so
It's your turn. It's your turn anyway.
No, because like I love to make people talk, and I love to have people talk because that's all about having a good debate. Do you know what I mean? So, you know what I mean. If obviously at the day, if Toto wants to say something, yeah, man, just butt in and say like, "Yo, sorry to butt in, but you butt in." Yeah. You know what I mean? So you're good, brother. You're good. But what I'm saying is like, this is what kind of like gets me about sort of like Slot. He's not doing the easy things. He's not doing the things that the day that should really come natural. Because really and truly, you think about this, right? Yeah. Saka is like a left-footed player that plays on the right, I do believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely right. Now the thing is about that, right? He'll have to cut in on his right, won't he? You have to cut in his right with his left foot. Yeah, right. You got Gomez is naturally right-footed. So at the end of the day, there's no way in the day that Gomez is not going to have him on toes. He's going to have him on toes each and every time. It's just going to happen like that. Do you understand what I'm getting at? Yeah. Right? How like Slot couldn't see that, and he chose to play a player at the end of the day that he's had problems with before. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, right? And he chose to play him because at the day, you know what it is? He don't rate Gomez. You don't rate Gomez.
And I don't know why you don't know. I don't understand why he doesn't rate
I don't understand. He don't rate Gomez and he doesn't rate Endo. Because remember at the day, in summer, he was quite willing to sell Gomez,
And Endo.
And Endo. I don't know if it's because at the day sort of like, he knows at the day that sort of like Gomez and Endo at the day were Klopp's boys. They really like Klopp. Yeah. You know what I mean? And he wants to stamp his own authority on the game.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I don't know if it's because of that, but like I'm telling you, at the day, right, he does not like Gomez, neither does he like Endo, and that's going to come back at the day and bite him in the ass. Because like, in January, who's to say at the end of the day, "Fuck you, I'm off"? Who's to say at the day that's that's what I'm trying to say. Who's to say Gomez don't say the same thing?
Yeah.
And then we stopped. Then we stuffed. Because we got no options.
No backup.
I looked at the bench today, right? Sorry to talk about this again. I looked at the bench today, and the bench looked poor. It just looked poor.
I said this at the beginning of the season.
What we doing there, man?
And they called us negative. Saying, where is the players? You need the backup. You need the left. I was saying first, the third position that we should have filled was a left centre back what can play left back. That's the one we should have filled, and we should have filled a DM. We couldn't get Zubimendi. Go and get a next one. Go spend the money. If you're going to be successful, win the league. They're not ambitious enough. It's the owners. The owners. It's not even the owners. It's Edwards. They're the new recruitment. Oh, Edwards is back now. Yeah, Edwards is going to be the saviour. And what? What saviour? They couldn't even get Zubimendi over the line. It was cheap, and then the mess with it, and he ended up changing his mind. They should have just paid the fee straight away and get him done.
Do you know what it is at the day, right? He's got to say it's Edwards and FSG because they're all the same. But they're all the same,
all corporate, isn't it?
Yeah, because what it is at the day, remember at the day, FSG got him back at the day, right, for this purpose. Because they don't want to spend money. They literally, right, sold so many players at the day that could have made a difference. Because remember at the day, we could have still had Seth Vandenberg.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We could still have him. And he's the sort of player that he can play on the left as left back. Yeah. And in pre-season and he looked well in pre-season, he looked good. Yeah.
I know.
We still could have had Fabio Carvalho. Why did we get rid of him? These are questions that And the thing about Fabio Carvalho, his natural position is a 10.
Exactly.
And all he's got is playing with a 10.
Carvalho was the one what got me because in the preseason, Carvalho was showing me something. He was showing me
they got rid of him.
Now they got rid of him and sold him.
Really?
Yeah, he's got the Brentford.
Yeah, they got rid of him.
Oh.
And this is what I'm saying. When I saw, you know, remember in the preseason games,
Mm.
Carvalho was killing it in the preseason games.
Mm.
And as soon as he got towards it, they got rid of him. I don't understand why they got rid of him. Brilliant, good little young player, got rid of him. I don't understand. And one thing I want to say, why ain't Conor Bradley getting no minutes as well? I thought Conor Bradley was good for us last season. Conor Bradley, he's not getting no. I was injured, is it?
Yeah, I think he's injured. Yeah, he's injured.
Yeah, but he ain't played it. He ain't played at all this season. Although he played in the preseason, he was good in preseason. Yeah. So again,
he's played a couple of games, sort of like in the Premiership. Remember at the day, there's a couple of times that they took Trent off and brought him on, and Trent was like screwing in that, innit? You know what I mean? But like the fact, the fact is at the end of the day, sort of like, you know, Brentford and we made at least 50 million out of Brentford.
Yeah,
50 million. So we sold sort of like Seth Vanderweb for 21 million, and we sold bloody Fabio Carvalho for 25 million, rising to 30. We cashed in on these players and they leave, and the things about it, and they, right, you know what I mean, is that we never, that money there didn't go back into the club. It's not as if at the day we went out and bought replacements. It just does, and this is what happens. We sell players, and that money does not go back into the club.
Nah.
So what's the point? What was the point of sending those players? If you weren't going to buy any more players than that, right? Wouldn't it be more prudent at the day to sort of keep the players that you got?
We're going to spend half the money on a keeper that we don't need.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
We're going to realise the club. I know.
That really gets. Yeah, that really gets me. That really gets me. And I can never, you know what I mean, Toto? I can never understand it. Why did you go out and buy this Mamage's Villi at the day, right? When you don't need him, you spent 30 minutes, and you know what it is? They literally and they pushed for that sale. They pushed to buy that guy because remember at the day, at one time, what was going to happen because like negotiations seemed to have broken down. Yeah, they pushed and pushed until they got that sale over the line, and now he's gone back to Valencia on loan, and then he's going to come back in summer. He's going to come in summer.
Sell him off.
And the thing that the thing is about him, though, right? We don't need him. That 30 million, this what gets me. That 30 million could have gone towards a left back, like a guy that could play the centre back and left back, and it could have gone to that.
That's what we needed.
You know what I mean? Or if you didn't want to do that, you could have gone to a midfielder. But yet, and it hasn't gone nowhere. It's gone to a guy and day that you don't need and everything that, right?
We don't need it though. We just don't need him, and it's just this is where we are. So. Look, it is what it is. What we're on now, McAllister, Toto. You can run it. We've got McAllister, Gravenberch, and Curtis.
McAllister, quiet game. Quiet. For most fun midfield was quiet today. So I'm just going to say...
right.
I don't even know. I'll rate him together. I'll just say... I'll say 5. I don't know. I'm at this point that all of our midfield was quiet. What can I give him? I didn't really hear their name in the game. I didn't see him in the game. They were that quiet. I couldn't even see how they even impacted play. Like McAllister's usually in there tackling, feisty. He was feisty in the first 5 minutes, but the rest of the game, where was he? He was nowhere. So I'll say 5.
I'm gonna give him a 5 as well. He did. He was running around a little bit, but I think after that yellow card, he didn't really make a big influence in the game at all. That early booking that done him when he was on that yellow. I thought when he got that yellow, I thought please don't get a red because you could see one on the cards that was going to happen the way him and Havertz was fighting in the midfield as well. But yeah, I'm going to give him a 5 out of 10. Not his best game. 5 out of 10.
I'll give him a 7. You know why? He had to come for that mess. He had that mess, Robertson. He had to come for him, and it kind of affected his game because he's doing 2 jobs. That's the only reason I'll give him a 7, because he was literally think about doing 2 jobs. Do you know what I mean? And he shouldn't have to. He shouldn't have to do that. That's another guy, and we better hope that we don't lose. You know, because he might say, "Sod this."
I can see him go to Barcelona.
Yeah, he might go to Barcelona, Real Madrid, where he gets an easy life.
I wouldn't go to Real Madrid if I was him. I'll go to Barcelona. I think Barcelona's going to go on a big run soon.
Real Madrid literally yet today, right? They got their pants pulled down yesterday, did they? At home as well, you know.
Well, a proper team.
Plays the team.
Did you see the goals that scored?
I like you know that Laman. You know that Lamar, yeah. You know that I know he's young.
Yeah, 17-year-old.
You know him, right? He's like a blast from the past from 10 years ago. You know, like 10, 15 years ago when the way the footballers were, where they actually used to take players on with skill, not just with pace. That you know that Jamal, I think he's gonna be a gem, you know.
He's something special.
He's special. I could see it because 10 years ago when we were like when you used to watch football 10, 15 years ago, people used to use their skill to pass the players. They used to do the little dribble, off, and then go for the little short bursts of pace and score. All players do today is run fast and shoot. There's no skill involved, you get me? And this Jamal, he reminds me of a blast from the past.
Oh, they run fast and everything like that,
Yeah, just speed.
The slightest bit of touch they get, they fall over, get the free kick. And because they know they're good at free kicks and they put it in the back of the net.
And that Rafinha, you know that Rafinha guy as well. He's a good player.
Good, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a good player. He's a very good player. So
and the thing is about with him, he was linked with us as well, you know.
See?
Yeah.
See what I mean?
Before he went to Barcelona, he was linked with us, but you know what is it today? You know Jurgen Klopp, fair play to him today. He's got a job now where he's a CEO. He sees over the overall sort of like, you know, overall sort of like things what goes on in the football club, for Red Bull Salzburg and for the sister club as well. I think I'm on the one in New York, isn't it? I think he sees over all of them, all football matters.
Both of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they've got a club in New York, isn't they? Red Bulls, New York Red Bulls, isn't it?
Yeah. He oversees all of that.
All of that.
Man. There's a lot of them get paid, but I hope he does go back into management, man.
Yeah, I want him to stay where he is. I think what it is, isn't it? He's earned it. He's earned the right end of the day to do what he's doing, and I think now we got to think about it. He don't need a headache anymore. Why would he want to go back into management?
I think FSG psychologically damaged him.
Yes.
It's the rest him up, and this is why he said he needs a rest. The rest was from FSG because Klopp said I heard that Klopp the last 6 months of his time at Liverpool, he didn't even speak to FSG. Didn't have a conversation.
No, they
didn't speak at the end. I still think the Bellingham deal. Bellingham deal, I think that was it then. I think after that he was done. The Bellingham deal.
Yeah. Well, wouldn't you be?
Yeah. I think that would have broke me, that one. Because he was on the cards to come to Liverpool, you know. He was on the cards to come to Liverpool, and then that Bellingham deal, I think that broke him. I think that was
imagine that day they told him everything was good. They told him everything was good. You just go out. What you got to worry about is going out and getting that player to the club. You know what I mean? Getting to sign for a club, and right? So what they did and everything that, right? They kind of like, he went out, done his due diligence, done everything that he needs to do. He even took Trent with him to do it and stuff, right? Yeah. And then what happened, right? The man just turned around and said, "Nah, we don't want to do it now. We're not going that way now." Made him look a right idiot. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you know what it is at the day, right? This is what I'm talking about as well, right? And I don't know if you've seen it as well. I'm looking at Trent, right? Yeah. He don't look happy at Liverpool, you know.
Nah.
He doesn't look happy.
Yeah.
I know we had the conversation today to say that, out of the lot of the day, we think he's going to sign and this and that, right? Yeah. But I look at Trent and everything, and he doesn't look happy. He doesn't look as happy as he was when Klopp was there. He doesn't look happy. And
That's
I think
the only manager he had, isn't it?
yeah, but I think at the day he's seen something in the day, right? Yeah, that with the club and I think that right, that's going on, and he doesn't like it, and he don't want to say anything, so the expressions that the day tells the story. He doesn't look happy. I wouldn't be surprised at the day, right, if he doesn't sign. I wouldn't be surprised.
One of them. See, some days I think he's going to sign, some days I think he's not going to sign, but I know what you're saying today. And I think the game today that we draw, but I think maybe when we play Real Madrid, yeah, if we do lose against Real Madrid, I think we're going to win. But if we do lose against Real Madrid, yeah, that might be the decision. I think he's already made his decision, but he's not coming out and saying, because when January comes, it's coming close very to December, January, because when it's January, they can actively go out and seek other clubs. That's the rules.
Yeah.
Other clubs can contact him and say, you can come to us. He might even go in January. He could go in January. Real Madrid could say, right, we want him, we're having him now. He could go.
If you want,
again,
if he wants to.
That's down to the Watless club. That's down to the Watless club.
Yeah. I'm just looking at Trent. I'm just thinking he doesn't look happy.
He looks lost, doesn't he?
Yeah, he just looks like sometimes I look at him, he just looks like he doesn't want to be there. He just doesn't want to be there, but he doesn't want to come out and say it and this and that until he gets everything in a day sorted out, whether he's going or staying. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. You know. But I'm just looking at the fella. He just don't look like he want to be there, mate.
No. Oh, no, it's one of them, innit? So that's it. What we're doing now, McAllister. What did we all give McAllister? What did we give? What did we give him, McAllister?
5.
Yeah.
I said 7, and I'll take the piss, but 5.
Yeah. So the next one is Gravenberch.
Next one, Gravenberch. I think Gravenberch. I'll put him in Watless. I don't think he did anything.
He was quiet. It was quiet, man.
He was quiet. Really, really quiet. Did absolutely nothing. Watless 0.
Well, for me, I was watching the match and 30 minutes in, I didn't hear his name once. I was like, is he actually playing on the pitch? I had to zoom in on the TV. Where's Gravenberch? Can't see him because I couldn't hear his name. I never heard the commentator say his name at all, not once. He's like he didn't get involved in the game today. You know, when his usual self, the last few, all his games this season, he's been getting involved, breaking up play, getting the ball, hoofing it up and doing his thing in midfield. But today he wasn't doing anything at all. He was not doing anything today. He was just quite a bit of a ghost. I'm not going to give him Watless. That's a bit, that's just raggo. But I'm going to give him a 4 because for me, that's all he warrants. He doesn't deserve no more than that than a 4. He's in that bracket between 2 and 4. So take it as you see. I'm going to give him a 4.
You know what? I'll have to give him a 4, but I have to give him a 4 as well. But I think half of the reasons why he wasn't playing so well because he didn't have his midfield partner with him. Do you know what I mean? So we were doing a lot of stuff on his own. But as you said, so you just didn't hear. You just didn't hear him. You didn't hear anybody say anything about Ryan Gravenberch. It's just he was just anonymous today. So I'll have to go with a 4.
So Curtis Jones next, isn't it?
Yeah.
Toto, Curtis Jones.
Oh yeah, Curtis Jones. Again, horrible. I'll say Watless again. I think he didn't suit him. He didn't suit him in the 10. Impacted nothing on play, so I'll say Watless. He impacted doing absolutely nothing to the game. It seemed like Jones impacted the default setting. today. It seemed like went back to the default setting.
Back to the old Jones.
But that was only because he's in the 10. That's the only excuse I'm giving him, because he was in the 10. Right? He's better as an 8 or a 6. Preferably a 6 in my opinion. But buttless.
Yeah, for me, he did look. Sometimes he looked dangerous in transition a little bit, but he lacked that final touch for me. The game that he had the other day, he was excellent, but again, he was in a different position. Absolutely brilliant. Yeah,
he wasn't playing. If I was Curtis Jones, I'll be cussing the slot.
Slot, yeah.
I'll be cussing.
For me, I'm going to give him a 5.
Yeah, I'll give him a 5 as well, because if I was like Curtis Jones, I'll be cussing slot. I'll go, don't ever put me in a 10 again. Don't ever do that. I don't play a 10. Why you put me in there for? You're bored of the idiot. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'll be cussing him. These are all sort of things I'll be saying to him. You know what I mean? Because I think what it did in the day, right, it messed up his game. Do you know what I mean? Because he don't play a 10, it's all alien to him. Remember when Slot tried to play him in a 10? Like a 10. Yeah, Klopp tried it one time and tried to play him in a more advanced role, because Klopp didn't actually obviously play with a 10. But he will play a midfielder in a very advanced role, so it kind of looked like a 10, right? He tried that with Curtis Jones, and even Slot said, "Nah, can't do that again. Keep him in midfield." Do you know what I mean? You understand what I'm getting at? So why is he?
I don't know why he changed him, because he looked so good the other day, and then he changed him.
You know why? Because he wanted to play McAllister. You know what it was? Because he wanted to play McAllister against Arsenal. That's why. He wanted to play McAllister, and he wanted to play Jones as well. So he thought as well, you know what I'm doing, and then I'll play McAllister and put Jones in a 10. You know what I mean? So
McAllister should be in the 10.
Yeah, that's what he should have done. He should have played.
McAllister should be in the 10.
Yeah, he should have played Curtis Jones as a midfielder in a midfielder role with a pivot with Gravenberch, and McAllister be a 10.
Yeah,
and McAllister would have scored goals, man.
I know. What you giving him? What you giving him? 5.
5.
Same as me. So, go on. Can I go first on this one?
Yeah. Who you want? Diaz?
Yeah, for me,
he got an assist.
He got an assist. But in the second half, he looked a bit leggy for me. Again, the parts of his game was good, but again, it seemed like he wasn't in control of the ball. When he was running with it, it never seemed like he was gonna give Arsenal any threat. Really, he was running like the old Diaz, running up the wings. But again, there was parts of the game where he should have squared it to Nunes, and he never. He just looked a bit greedy in parts of the game. But Diaz, Diaz is Diaz at it. I'm going to give him a 6. It wasn't terrible. Parts of the game it was okay, but it's not enough. And second half, he got tired.
Yeah, I was going to say 6 as well. I think he got the assist, right? Which is fair enough. Fair play to him. Again, he got a bit too greedy, didn't he? He got a bit too greedy. Went back to default settings. And then second half, didn't do good, did he? He didn't do good.
He resetted his CPU.
Yeah.
That's what that was.
What?
His CPU. Like on a computer. He's gone back to default settings. Can you remember before the old Diaz was greedy and it never passed? So they went back to the old Diaz.
Reset it to factory settings. Completely erased all the good moments he had this season. Erased them all just to put out a performance like that. And of course, he got an assist. It's, good, all good, yeah. But at the end of the day, we drew, and we needed him this game. We needed him. We needed them. We needed them performances that we had. So he sort of doing it against some teams. Yeah, we needed you in the big games, and it didn't turn up today at all. Didn't turn up.
Guys, hold on. Can I pause you one moment? One moment. Sorry. This is very important. I'm going to ask you guys just one more thing before I cut him. Sorry for cutting you. Would you take Bellingham's brother at Liverpool?
Yes.
I would.
Yeah.
I would.
Yeah.
I think we should try and get Bellingham's brother. And I think we could get him for cheap because he's in the EFL, isn't he?
In what?
He's in the EFL league, the old first division.
Oh yeah, he's in Championship, isn't he, with Sunderland, isn't it?
Yeah, that's at the Championship.
Yeah.
Go on then, Toto. Sorry.
Did he score the other day? Because I remember he was
He got a goal. I think he's a good player, right? Maybe he's a bit younger than his brother. Maybe he'll end up being better than his brother.
Yeah. Go for it, mate.
I think Diaz for me. I'm gonna go with 6.
What did I give him? 6 as well. Yeah. What about you, Rod?
I'll go with you lot 6. I think he had a lot of good moves, and I think what was unfortunate about him, as I said, he was doing a lot of covering for singing it, doing a lot of covering for Silly Bollocks, Robertson. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that kind of like took a lot out of his game. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, it's cool though, isn't it? He did a lot of covering for Silly Bollocks, isn't it? You know what I mean? So it just took a lot out of his game, but he got the assist, and it was a good assist as well. It was a nice little flick on. Because the thing is about when you look at Luis Diaz, he's only small, He's only small.
He's a little guy, yeah.
Yeah, he's a little guy. He jumped up high and everything, and flicked it on, and then sort of like Virgil van Dijk poked his head through that gap. You know what I mean? It's very good work, goal. So yeah, do you know what I mean? Yeah, 6 for me, my friend. 6 for me.
Who's next? Toto?
Next we'll go with Darwin. Darwin for me had a good game.
I'm more inclined. Sorry to cut across you, Toto. Sorry to cut across you. Don't mean to be rude, yeah. But I'm more inclined to give Darwin Núñez a man of the match, because you know why? He never stopped working today. He never stopped working. He's running here, he's running there. He just never stopped working. And that's what I like about this. Even when the passes weren't really good that came into him, he still kept on working. He worked for the team. To me, he gets the man of the match for me, because I thought he was selfless. Proper selfless today. Excuse me, I know you might not agree with me in that, or Sola might not agree with me, but I thought
it was good. It was good.
I agree with him.
He was literally selfless today. He done a lot of jobs at the day, right? That another player in that team wanted to do. Do you know what I mean? He was getting in there. He was like, when there was pressing, he was getting pressed. Yeah, he was trying to show the man, we're not scared. Well, I'm not scared of getting pressed. And he's barging, man. Listen, man.
Yeah. I like. That's what I like about Núñez. We don't back down for no one, innit?
Remember when he shows his shoulder Ben White and he shoulder above him to the ground?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said, "Move, we are going with dog."
Even Gabriel had a little confrontation as well. They were smiling.
Yeah, and he was. I remember he was
smiling, but something was going on there.
Yeah, he was talking to me in Portuguese, and I say, "They better move up, man."
South Americans are, innit?
Yeah, because remember the day, because for what's it, Darwin Núñez time at Benfica, he speaks Portuguese as well. He speaks Spanish. Spanish is his mother tongue, and Portuguese is his second language they can speak. You know what I mean? Because Portuguese is very similar to Spanish. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. But so he can speak Portuguese. Yeah. You can tell he was talking to him in Portuguese. I say, why?
Yeah,
move up, man. Yeah.
Right, I'm going to give Núñez. Yeah, for me, he worked his socks off during the game. Even though he didn't have a clear-cut opportunity, he worked his socks off. He was, for me, I wouldn't put him as man of the match. I'd put him second man of the match. I know it doesn't exist, but he was up there for me. I actually would give Salah man of the match. In my opinion, but
Salah?
Yeah, I thought Salah was. I think he was our best player. I thought Salah was, but this is what the debate's about. This is what the debate we're here. We're gonna disagree and agree on it. But,
yeah. That's true.
Darwin Núñez for me, I think he was right up there, and I'm going to give him a 7.
Virgil's the best player, in my opinion.
I don't know about that over. Actually,
what did you give Núñez? What did you give Núñez?
Me?
Yeah,
I'll give Núñez a 10.
A 10. Okay, what did you give him, Toto?
I said 8. Also,
I gave him a 7, so we're gonna have to meet somewhere in the middle. So
9.
how about a 9, man? How about I gave him 7, you gave him 8, Rods gave him 10, so give him an 8.5.
No, man, give him 9.5, man. Come on now.
I tried to sneak it. I tried to sneak it.
Yeah, listen.
Greedy,
Now,
man, greedy, 9.5.
yeah,
go on,
totally. You're a G. Don't let anybody tell you any different. You know, you're a G. You know the little Jim Screechy moves that you try. You know.
Yeah. What did you give it, Toto? At 8?
I said 8.
Yeah, that's all right. Yeah, and I gave him a 7. How did it end up at 9.5? How's that?
Yeah, man, 9.5 for the G,
No,
man.
leave him
You know what it is? You know why? You know why I say that? Because listen, the last 2 games he's worked hard and everything, and you know for a fact that day, right, the amount of shit that Darwin Núñez gets. You know that,
he does. Yeah.
He does get a lot of shit, and a lot of it's unwarranted. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
I have to say 9.5 because he literally deserved a goal today. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, literally deserved to go. You know what? If he took a shot, if he got that ball and he's running it today, and he decided to take a shot, right? I wouldn't have grudged him still, you know. I wouldn't have grudged him for it because I think, you deserve this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because many of those guys like Gappo, Trent, and they were shooting some weird angles. I think we doing, man. But like, no, man. The reason why I gave him 9.5. What joking aside, yeah, and I obviously let the man of the match because the amount of shit he's sort of like gets, and he's been the last couple of games he's been working since he's got his chance and then to play a striker, he's been working ever so hard. I think that's one of our kind of like what can I say? One of our cloud and silver lining, however they put it. You know what I mean? Silver lining in the cloud or whatever. Right?
I think, I know what you said. He's going under the radar with the fan base.
Yeah, it's a lot of
It's
people.
like they're waiting for him to mess up, then they can turn around and say, "See, I told you it wasn't that good." But when he does something good, when he plays good, they're not gonna reward him because you got some people. Look, you got certain parts of the fan base just won't give him his flowers.
No, they won't. They won't give. They will never do it. They're too proud to do that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. They're too proud to
get paid from Liverpool.
Yeah, I mean, listen. They tell of Fozzie went to was it American and that. You see all them mans that grounded up with the FSG lot.
Oh, you're about the red man.
Yeah. You see all the man that grounds up with the man there. We know you now, fella. You know you now.
But the thing about it, of course, they're the spokesman for the Liverpool owners. So if they act good and say fit that all the fans are like that. But the thing about it, there's a lot of people like that. They started off small, and then when they get big, and once they get a whiff of that cash, that's it. Not everyone changes, but a lot of people do change. You know how it is, Ross. Now you've been here long enough. You see the people that come along and started off small, and then once they get big, the rhetoric changes. You listen to the voice when they talk about. This is what I like about Fozzie, because me and Fozzie talked about this I was talking to him on a messenger. I mean, he talked about this a few months ago. And I was saying to Fozzie, you know how the game is. You see certain people on YouTube that they start off small and all humble, but once they start getting that money, that check, when that money starts coming through, the rhetoric changes. They don't start. They don't give criticism to certain players. They'll say, "Oh, we played okay," even though we didn't play it okay. They want that money. They want that. But you know how it is.
Yeah, facts. They literally and they sort of like start spinning a different narrative. Like you got Anthem Rap, and that. Yeah, you got most. They was wax lyrical about FSG and this and that. It's because they're getting paid by them. Because remember the day, they got a black guy in Anthem Rap. I can't remember his name, but he's always in a press conference now asking questions. How did you get that? Okay. Yeah. Let's say less than that, innit? You know what I mean?
Yeah. So what for me, Salah's next, right? Salah. If Darwin's getting 9 points on, for me, Salah's getting it. For me, he was Liverpool's most dangerous player, in my opinion. He took his goal out to make us 2-2. And I thought look, Salah, I saw Salah plenty of times running with the ball, trying to cross it into the middle. There was no one there in a good space. And I saw Salah one time shouting at Diaz, saying, "Come on, get in the box, get in the box."
Yeah.
But I thought Salah played good. I'm going to give Salah a 9.5. Nah, I don't go that far, but yeah, 9. because you put Darwin there, I've got to put Salah there because for me, Salah was man of the match, in my opinion. So I'm going to give him a 9.5.
For me,
okay, I'll go with that.
Here we go. I know what's coming next. What? Whatless.
We got Ireland.
Now you're going to give a whatless, isn't it?
For me, yeah. He got the
I like
ball.
Toto there. I like Toto. Like, you know what? He starts off calm, then you just get him. He just goes in. He just goes in. Go on, Toto.
Thing is, right, he got the assist. Yeah, and I think that's based what he did all game. He's going to get.
He scored.
I think that for me, no, all jokes aside, for me, right. He got the assist and he got he didn't get the assist. He got the goal and got us back into the game, right?
Yeah.
You know, fair play to him. He got us back into the game, 2-2, right? And he got us the point. We lost 2, but he got us the point, right? But you know, I just think Salah did nothing. No, I just think Salah did nothing because he was losing the ball sometimes. He was quiet all game. Not all game, I think most of the game, right? Like 75% of the game, he was quiet. I think he did get better in the second half. I got to admit, he did get better in the second half. He got involved more, right? But, you know, I just still think that there should be more. Our players showed no urgency today.
If it wasn't for Salah today, we would have lost that game.
So, yes, so Salah did.
We would have lost that game today.
But I just think all of our players had no urgency. We had no urgency in ourselves. Salah, of course, looks like he still has some of his pace left. Because he did look good down the wings. He did look all right down the wings. He had pace. And he did outrun Timber. And,
It's not really hard, is it? No.
No.
Timber was still injured.
Yeah, but I think
he's
I
injured.
Salah, for me, Salah, I'm giving him 5.
Right.
No, man, we
Nah, he
doing
got
that.
more than 5, man. I can't believe.
I told you that.
He's on a troll, man. He's on a troll job.
You know, that's what I said about Toto. Toto starts off calm, then he goes in. He goes in here, brother. With your defenses, you just go in, blood.
Yeah.
Right, you know, Toto does, yeah. Comes all calm and humble, yeah. And then the tiredness kicks in.
When I play, because when you're talking about when I play defense in a match or training or anything, yeah. When I come
so you're looking at it as a defender, that's why. When I
go into training, I go in calm. I got my boots. So, you know, train. I'm going to keep it calm. As soon as it hits that match, and someone tries to challenge, right? I injured myself I injured myself last week because that training went up for a header, yeah, and then I won the header, then I landed funny and I got a wrist injury. It still kills now, but what I'm saying is the whole point of it is that when I get into like a training match or a football match, yeah, training match is supposed to be like fun, yeah, but when it gets serious, at the end of the day, yeah. So I don't know if I'm going off topic or not, but that's just the way I am. I go in calm, yeah, and then, you know, if I get challenged or anything, I didn't get challenged here, but if I get challenged like in a match or anything, then I go all in. You know,
you know what we call you. You know what we call you. My dad used to call me when I was younger. What we call you, yeah, silent rage. You get me?
Yeah, man.
Silent, but the rage is there. You can talk to nice, yeah, but don't disrespect him, you know. Because if you keep poking the bear's gonna come back at you. That's what you are. You're the silent rage, man. Trust me.
Silent.
So, and you're giving the 5. What you saying, Rods? You agreed with me that they're 9.5, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we got the majority, man. It's 9.5.
Yeah.
So quickly, let's go, because I'm going to be heading off. Let's quickly go through the subs very quick. I'm just going to sign them off.
Just give me one thing in it.
Timmy Cass, what you give me 6. All right.
Yeah, give me one.
I'll say 7. You need to balance out the game.
Timmy Cass, okay? Timmy Cass. I'm not going to put them on there. We'll just say it out there. Timmy said 7. I'll give him a 7 as well. What about you, Toto?
7.
Cody
Yeah,
Gakpo.
7.
Catbo.
Cody Gakpo, 7 again.
7.
I thought he was
7.
all right with the cover. Yeah.
Szoboszlai 5 for me.
Whatless.
No, I'll give him more than that. I'll give him 6.5.
All right. Endo. Not really. Didn't have much time, did he?
I don't think he deserves a rating. No,
Right.
No.
Okay. What we're giving on?
No, it wasn't on for long, was it? It wasn't on for long.
No, he went on for long. What we're giving on is that.
Ali Fox gets a Watless rating, man, because he was Watless today.
Yeah, he does. What?
He wasn't-
I just think he shouldn't have played for a draw. That was my only doubt. He shouldn't have played for a draw. For me, if he weren't from playing a draw, yeah, I would have gave him like 5 or maybe a 6 or maybe a 4 at best. Yeah, but it's just because he played at a draw. He played for a draw, and he shouldn't have played for a draw. He should have played for the win. He should have played 4-2-4, stick Van Dijk up top, and hope for the best. That's what we should have done. That's what we should have done. Because Van Dijk can put a shifting striker in.
What is that? All them got 5, yeah. So
yeah.
Okay. Then. That's
But
it.
you
Then.
think about it, yeah. Van Dijk, yeah, for Netherlands. I think there's one match in Netherlands. I think it was this Euros, yeah. That they were missing like a striker to go up top, and they were outnumbered in strikers. So they stuck Van Dijk up top for like I think last 10 or 15 minutes. And he actually went and scored one. Because for Celtic, he used to play striker.
Yeah.
I think Van Dijk.
He used to play striker in Celtic.
Yeah, he's played as a striker, not at Celtic. It was at Groningen. Groningen, his first club.
Oh, you know what we're laughing? You know what we're laughing, Brad? We're laughing because he's got this obsession. He keeps sending me messages right after every Liverpool game. He keeps sending me messages and saying, "Nah, Van Dijk could play striker, you know. Van Dijk can play striker, no. Centre forward." He keeps saying it's centre forward, Van Dijk. He's got this obsession. He can play for Celtic. We ain't played it for Liverpool.
I think we should try it because if we're chasing the
think
game,
I think DM's as far as it's going.
15 minutes and we're chasing the game. Stick Van Dijk up top. Why not?
Yeah, he's there. No, but look, Van Dijk. Yeah, if I was going to play him anywhere, right? If he's not playing him in defence, right? The only place I'm going to put him is a DM. That's it. That's as far as he's going to go, and he's going to be a deep DM. So literally just sitting in front of the centre backs. That's how I play him. But I would never play him.
Do you remember when they played Gomez at the day in DM as a 6?
Yeah, and
his first time he played him was a bit shaky, but then he got used to it. But the second game they played him as a 6, right? They said, "Yo, this guy can play the 6, you know."
He can play anywhere, Gomez. Anywhere at the back, he can play. That's like when I play football. Yeah, well, I still play football, but when I was in the amateur with my brother and that, yeah, my brother was sick. I was a good player as well. I remember when I played football, I played left back, right back, and I played centre back as well. And I could play that DM if I had to. I was always at the back because I was a very defensive player. My brother was more of a 10, a cam, but I was very good in defence. I was fast. See, the reason why the manager liked me because I was, you know how Gomez is. That's me, Gomez. I can kick with my left feet. I can kick with my right foot. I can write with my both hands. I'm double ambidextrous. So I'm good on both sides. So if you put me left back, I can do it right back. But when I see Gomez, I see myself in Gomez. The way Gomez is, if you say play DM, he probably like you said, the first game a bit twitchy, and then he just caught onto it because he's a good player. Yeah,
he's like that. He's a guy. Listen, at the day, I think he's very disrespected Liverpool at the moment.
He's very disrespected.
Yeah.
Very disrespected Liverpool. And listen, you know what I mean? I hope you know what? I hope he gets a move now, and I hope he gets a move to a club at the day that's going to appreciate him. Because since Klopp has gone and think that, right? Do you know what I mean? He's been disrespected.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, he's been disrespected. And it's not good enough. It's literally not good enough.
So that's it then. Well, you're going to wrap up now because I'm going to be heading off, man. I'm late, man, still.
What time are you two available tomorrow for the match reaction?
What time are you doing it?
I usually do about 6, innit? You all right for that?
I'll be available. I'm good.
Yeah, you all right for that?
Yeah, I'm all right. What time?
6.
6 p.m. Yeah, I'm good.
That's
good.
Yeah.
Very
well,
good.
we'll do it all again tomorrow, but on my channel tomorrow. Yeah.
Yeah, we have to joke tomorrow, man. Maybe we'll have different opinions tomorrow. Because you know what they all say? When you sleep on it, yeah, you got a different opinion in it. You might just sleep on it and think it'd be different, but I know I'm still going to feel the same. I know I am. especially when it comes to Trent, man. He was so whatless with them passes today. He's like, you know what I mean? He's like, it was like he was just kicking the ball. He was playing football with himself. That's what it was like. He was literally just getting the ball. You know, when you get a ball when you're younger, and you just kick the ball to the wall, like, and you just play football. That's what it was like today. But anyway, he needs
to get these guys tomorrow, and then I'll be getting those guys on the training ground bright and early and say, look, you see that shabby performance that we had yesterday? Never again. Never again.
You know, we can still salvage it because we've got a couple of good games coming up, and Arsenal's got some hard games coming up as well. At least there's still that 4-point gap.
Well, we still got 4. Yeah, so I think our main kind of like team we have to keep an eye on and we want to sort of like better is Man City. I already said to sort of
That's the one.
I already said to Tony yesterday on my show because he's trying to say that like, you know, Arsenal are the standards, because you ain't no standards for anybody.
Nah, I watched the video back and I was laughing. He goes, "What you won? What you won? Oh, you only won 1 Premier League. Yeah, how many leagues have you won? How many leagues have you won? Oh, watched it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, innit? Man, you're talking about sort of like
hit him with how many Champions League they won. They won nothing.
Yeah, that's what I hit one for that as well.
Club, you know, I'll turn around and say, yeah. Every time I have an argument with an Arsenal fan, I will say that I'll tell you what I'm gonna do, yeah. I'm not gonna argue with you. I'm gonna literally go on Google now, Google it, yeah, Wikipedia, whatever it is, yeah. I'm gonna say how many Champions League has Arsenal won, and I'll be there, and I'll just say, you know what, I'm still searching. There you go.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And you know, we laugh at him. He kept on talking about Nottingham Forest because hold on. You lot got beaten by Bournemouth at the day, right? Yeah. Didn't even score against them. Didn't even score against them at the day, right? And we parked them up when we played them.
Yeah.
And that was at their own ground.
Yeah.
That was away, innit? That was I'm sure that was away.
I'm not in the Forest. They've actually got heritage as well.
Exactly.
2 Champions Leagues in a row after us. We won the double, then they've done the double.
Exactly.
Yeah, and London. And by the way, to Arsenal fans, if you're ever going to watch this. Probably not if you ever stumble across this video. And before we leave, well, you can do the outro, Toto. I want to say one thing at the end. You do the outro. Go on. I want to do the outro.
All right. What I'm saying is, I just want to finish off of this about, you know, Arsenal and this European. I said this, right. I know it could be an unpopular opinion, but West Ham United has they have reached 3 major European finals and have won the Cup Winners' Cup, and they've recently won the European Cup Conference.
The conference. So I
say West Ham.
Who's won that?
West Ham is what they've won.
Oh yeah, West Ham. Yeah.
Won the Winners' Cup 1965.
Yeah.
Won the Europa Conference League. I think West Ham is a bigger European club than Arsenal, and I think they're
they had the 1-2. Arsenal won 1 Cup Winners' Cup.
If I'm going to say Nottingham Forest is a big club, I'm going to say West Ham's a big club. They've won more European trophies than Arsenal. Arsenal's won nothing.
Right, I'm going to be heading off. Hit the subscribe button if you're watching it. Yeah, hit subscribe. But for all you Arsenal fans, I'm just going to leave it like this. Yeah, I'm going to leave it like this. Yeah. For all you Arsenal fans that think that you're London, you're not London. Trust me, I got friends down in London. And Arsenal, because it ain't far from me. Arsenal, is not London. Can I tell you who London is? London is blue. That's what that is. London is blue. Belongs to Chelsea. Chelsea 2-time Champions League winner. And London's blue. Hold that. See you later, Rods.
Big up. Bless up. One love.
See you tomorrow at 6 p.m.
Yes, mate.
I look forward to it.
One love, brother. One love.
One love every time.
Bye-bye. Take time. Big up.